Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of My Speaking Podcast. Idiot. Get it?
You want the record?
Cool, I'm with it. Give you a little DLC, man.
Shout out to the DLC, man.
Yeah, so, like I say, we're going to talk about the 2024 NFL Draft that just happened the other night. But before we get started, you know our favorite slogan. What is it?
Hey, man, we may not always be right, we may not always be wrong.
But you're going to always get our mouth's opinion when we're speaking on.
That's what's up, man.
So on that note, we're going to talk about the NFL Draft that happened the other night. First I hate this question. I hate social media. Who won the draft? Who had the best picks?
Everything on paper, man.
Listen, if that's the case, every team in the NFL win a Super Bowl every year. Because you cannot go by who won the draft, who did this, who did that. Because they said Atlanta would pick number 8, Michael Penix. That was the worst pick because they just gave Kirk Cousins all that money. But they looking at it as an insurance because what if Kirk Cousins don't come back from his Achilles tendon?
No, the worst thing was giving Kirk Cousins that money. That was the worst.
Well, now he definitely he's a thief in the night.
Hey man, 3-card money, Cousins.
That man done made so much money, man, and Cam Newton said it best.
Shout out to his agent, man.
I mean, yeah, because I'm not mad at him because my thing is for you to come off a major injury like that and you to still get a 4-year, $100 million is guaranteed. Man, I want your agent. Because I don't know what he did to Minnesota. I don't know what he did to the Washington. I don't know what he did to Atlanta. He getting you paid, bro.
Yeah, I can't see how he getting paid like.
And
especially with the other two. Okay, I get it to him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You know, it's a need basis thing with these quarterbacks in the NFL.
What's the need? But listen,
what I'm saying is that the one that
I'm gonna hold this up while you keep talking. Go ahead, I'm gonna hold this up. He got one playoff win.
With Achilles injury, bro?
He got one playoff win his whole career.
Man. Desperate time call for desperate measures, man.
Dak Prescott making $50-something million.
Desperate time call for desperate measures, man.
You cannot be that. Listen.
Yeah, they're desperate, man.
But anyway, like I said, we ain't gonna talk. We gonna go talk about the draft.
Yeah.
So they were saying Michael Penix was a bad pick. They said because they just signed Kirk Cousins.
No, Kirk getting paid was a bad pick.
Well, I mean, you talking about the draft? Why we ain't talking about what Kirk? Kirk is a whole nother subject, a whole nother entity by itself.
Just because they picked Michael Penix, that's not making a bad pick.
Well, I think Atlanta pretty much know. I think they got Kirk, and they might have said, we messed up. Just like the Giants paid Daniel Jones all that money. Now they looking like, we messed up. See, you mess up, you go get a quarterback, and then you mess up like, you know what? Because I'm at the point, if I'm Atlanta, why would I want? I understand why you get an old quarterback with all them young guys you got. You got a hell of a squad on paper. But my thing is on paper. Don't you think Michael Penix Jr. should be starting with them boys so they can learn together, to grow together? But see, Atlanta want to win. It's a win now. NFL is a win now organization. So what you're gonna do is
2 years down the road.
You're gonna sit back and let this kid learn like they did in Green Bay, with Jordan Love did behind Aaron Rodgers. Do the same thing, but that pick there was a head scratcher for a lot of people. Bo Nix went to Denver. He went to Denver. I mean, he's 25 years old. He a grown man coming out of college. He played in Auburn for 2.5-3 years.
But you gotta think about it. Maybe that's why. What's the coach name from Denver?
Sean Payton. What about him?
That's probably why he wanted him because he was already kind of older anyway.
But hold up. Didn't he want Russell Wilson? Didn't he want Russell Wilson?
You think he really wanted Russell Wilson?
He asked for Russell Wilson.
He wanted somebody.
Well, no. I take that back.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was there a year before he got there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson was not his hand pick. I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. He wasn't his hand pick, so maybe he did want Russell. You're right.
People want to pick their own meat in the supermarket, man. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of packs of meat out there. You pick up which piece of meat.
But Sean. So I'm assuming the ownership gonna give Sean like, you know what? That wasn't your quarterback. Fine. You went and got Bo Nix. But like I say, I think that was a reach. That's my opinion. I don't think Bo Nix is special. He's just an average quarterback, just like J.J. McCarthy. I think he going to Minnesota. If you watch Michigan play, they hand the ball off 85% of the time. He throw the ball. To me, you talking about the game manager, that's what he was. He didn't turn the ball over, but he didn't lose the game. But you went up and picked him, so
hey, man. It is what it is.
Like I say, but then, you want to get to the skill position. I think Arizona hit a home run with Marvin Harrison Jr. I think the Giants hit a home run with Neighbors, the receiver out of LSU. I think Chicago Bears hit double. Well,
they hit a bunch of. Jury's still out on that, man.
No, the receiver.
The receivers is good.
Duze, yeah. I give him. I think he's gonna be great.
He's gonna be good.
Caleb Williams. I'm gonna just say this. For me personally, the jury's still out on him.
Yeah, it's still out.
Cause they wanna.
Why you said the jury's still out on him?
What did he win in college?
I mean, you gotta give me. What did
he win? I mean, he didn't prove. He don't have to prove it to me, but I'm saying in my eyes, what I saw, he didn't. He wasn't no much different than Penix Jr. He wasn't that much different from Drake May. But they want to make this kid like he is the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. And
yeah, man. It's all about the NFL is entertainment, man. It's all about selling them tickets, getting people.
I don't see it, but the jury out on him for me personally.
It is me too.
I'm not gonna just sit and say he's a one, because the further you hear about him, he's a once in a lifetime generational quarterback. How?
Everybody.
Cam is a once in a lifetime. They had a picture of him interviewing
my man from
Daniels. You see how much bigger Cam was than him? Mm-hmm. Cam was like a linebacker or a D line standing up beside him.
Yeah, man.
That's a grown man. But like I say, we're not gonna talk about that. But talk about the home team.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers took Xavier Leggett from South Carolina, who's from Mullen, South Carolina. Glad you here.
Xavier Leggett, man.
Glad you here, man.
South Carolina too.
They took, from what I'm hearing, they took Jonathan Brooks.
Yep,
the number one. A lot of people say he was the number one running back in the draft. Mm-hmm. He tore his ACL in November, but he said that he vowed he should be back for training camp. But I don't think the Panthers are going to push him. I really don't think they'll push him because they still got Sanders and they got Chuba Hubbard there. Yeah. So, third round, they picked up a linebacker from Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Mullins, I want to say his name is Mullins, I think. Something like that. But he's a linebacker. He's 6'1", shorter, smaller linebacker. But they say he runs sideline to sideline like crazy. The fourth round, they got the tight end a lot of people wanted in the second and third round was Jay Sanders.
Yeah.
Everybody said that he's like one of the second or third best tight end in the draft. We've been trying to fight in tight end since Olsen left, so that was a great pick. Then down the line, they went and got a cornerback out of. They got a DB out of 5'9", 5'10", but they say he good nickel. He's a good nickel corner. And then the last pick of the draft, the seventh round, they picked up a D tackle from Mississippi State. Can't remember his name, but so overall, people always come up and ask me because they know I know sports like the back of my hand. Mike, what you think of the draft? What you think of the draft?
I mean,
it's on paper.
It's on paper.
I mean, we done 3-4 of these guys that the Panthers probably got, just like last year. They took a guy to Oregon, second or third round. I ain't heard from him all year. Mingo went second round. He was a rookie, so let's see if a different coaching staff can help him out. The jury's still out on him, just like Bryce Young. But the Panthers did build an O-line up to help out with Bryce Young. So
they had to do that.
I mean, cause that boy gonna get killed, man. But like I said, the draft overall, each team is gonna tell you that we got better. We got better. But what else a team supposed to say?
They're supposed to say that.
I mean, so my thing is, I see all these mock grades. This team got a B-. This team got C. And these are people just like me and you. They just giving their opinion.
But what I mean, what does a grade mean? Like, does a grade mean that in their eyes that they passed the test?
They showed the Panthers last year. They said the Panthers, a lot of people gave them an A-. And look at how many games they won. So that's what I'm saying. You can say it's an A-. I think on the low key, I looked at like Houston. I think Houston. Oh, matter of fact, let me just take this back right quick. I know we're talking about the draft. Tank Dales got shot over the weekend. They say they don't know if he was at a party, but he got grazed by a bullet, but he's okay. So I want to say a prayer. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're recovering but they say he should be fine. But he got somebody down in Florida at a party, wherever they was at. They don't know if he was at this party, but 10 other people got shot. And they don't know if he was one of the ones that got shot. They're not trying to. They don't know yet.
They don't have all the information.
Yeah, so we don't know, but I just know I read about that, and I hope he's fine. I hope he's doing well. So I want my prayers to you, man. Tank Dale. But that team, just like how we talk about the NBA, Minnesota, Timberwolves, OKC. I don't think Houston is coming. They there.
They're already there.
They there. After 1 year.
And I'm trying to think who they pick. Who was their first round pick in the draft? But they picked some good players in the draft.
I want to say they went.
Who they picked?
I can tell you right. I want to say real quick they went DB, but I can tell you right quick.
I want to say they might have got a receiver, but I ain't too sure. Though. I want to say they got a receiver.
Okay, so, you say Houston, Texas?
Yeah. We got in the first round, or either second round, whatever they pick.
They didn't have.
I remember seeing D'Amico Ryans up on the screen, so either he had they had a first round pick somewhere.
No.
You sure?
I'm looking at the first round right here. I can go to round 2. They didn't have a first round pick. Round 2. They got a cornerback, like I thought. They got a cornerback out of Georgia. And they say he'll thump you.
The one.
Kamir Laddister, whatever name is.
Laddister, yeah, I remember.
But like I say, to give you the biggest goofball of it, I think the biggest loser of the whole draft to me was Buffalo. Why would you help the team that you can't beat every year? Why would you trade with Kansas City so Kansas City can get the fast receiver Worthy, and then you traded with us, let us get back in the first round to get Leggett, and then I think y'all finally took a receiver. You took Keon Coleman in the 33rd pick, so you took Keon Coleman. When they say, and they keep saying he can't separate from.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. Everything to me is predicated on what kind of offense you're running. What kind of scheme you're running. I can't say who can do what. I mean, I don't know, but
you ain't gonna get but so much separation in NFL.
But I want to see this lad McCunkley though. I want to see this dude, the receiver from Georgia that went to the Chargers on the second pick of the second round. I'm gonna tell you another person they said was a head scratch. San Fran on the 31st pick took Ricky Pearsall, the kid from Florida.
Cause that one-hand catch.
And they saying, so that's telling me, you read between the lines, you can't pay Ayuk. You just gave Deebo Samuels a lot of money.
Yeah, he getting ready to go.
Who, Ayuk?
Yeah. He out of here.
But let me ask you this. You think about this, think about it real hard. Who was a better receiver? I ain't talking about a gadget, but who's a better receiver?
Ayuk, definitely.
But you gonna get rid of him?
Hey man, sometimes people do money-wise.
Because I think I'm almost positive. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people done caught up to what Deebo and them, what Sam ain't doing with Deebo. How they using them rather. Deebo pretty much don't run routes all the time. He's running in and around, handing the ball off. I think a lot of teams starting to figure out how they use it. So
true route
Ayuk is the deep threat, can run down the field, do this, that, and that. So you're gonna get rid of Ayuk and let this kid is not a burner like Ayuk.
No.
So
because Ayuk came from
Arizona State. Yeah.
The other dude was over there from
Pearsall was at Arizona State. McDaniels was the quarterback of that team. Yep. All of them was on the same team. So you telling me Jaden McDaniels, Ayuk, Pearsall, all of them on the same squad. In Arizona, and Herm Edwards was the coach. But like I say, sometimes you can't put it all together.
You can't put it
together. But that's what I'm saying. These guys were the different teams and they get better than other teams. But like I said, overall for the draft, that was the head scratcher for me. Was like not the San Fran pick, because I can see in a sense why
they pick Ricky Pearsall.
Because they gonna have to get rid of one of the receivers eventually. Pittsburgh, I watched their draft real carefully. They got a lot of guys in the trenches, a lot of O-line, because their biggest problem was on the O-line. They couldn't open up.
They got another center too, right? They got that center from.
They got the center. Matter of fact, I can tell you right here.
Center from because they're looking at him as being another stop.
They got an offensive tackle from Washington.
That center is from.
And Pittsburgh then came back the next round and got the center from West Virginia. And they said he was a wrestler in college.
Yeah,
and anytime when you're a wrestler, you got hands. You know how to move people. So they say he probably won the better physical.
He can reposition his hands to get.
So my thing is, I know for a fact they run it back down. And I know he thank God, because every time Najee Harris is a good running back, but Lord behold, you can't run. Just like the Bryce Young, you can't run as soon as they hand the ball off the defensive line in the backfield. I mean, everybody know, and it's no secret, if your offensive defensive line is no good, you're not going to win. Because if your D-line can't get to the quarterback, then they're going to kill you. Vice versa. If your offensive line can't hold up the defensive line, you ain't going to be able to get the ball out. So hopefully Pittsburgh solved their offensive line problem. Hopefully the Panthers solved theirs. Because at the end of the day, like I say, but we was talking about Houston, jumping back to them. They're the team in the AFC that I think is right there. NFC for me, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, love definitely stepped up this year.
They're the offense they got. They got 4 receivers. I don't know neither one of them 4, but they all can catch it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm talking about. You got to hit on your picks.
Mm-hmm.
Because trying to go out here and draft, like they were saying the Panthers were trying to go get T. Higgins.
Yeah, and then like I said, even the picks, you actually got your scouting team got to be A+, man.
Now I did notice something about the Panthers this year. I want to say 4 out of their 7 picks was all at the Senior Bowl.
But yeah, and then they said they got the same scouting team too.
Who?
The Panthers. They fired everybody except the scouting team. Essentially.
But look at
that, maybe the coaches had more input on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the owner had input on it.
No, they told. You see the thing where they told Dave Tepper that the dude put the sign in front of the restaurant. Hey man.
Yeah, he went over there. That's what I'm saying as an owner. That's
Why would you even go into the restaurant, bro?
That telling me one or two things. He goes to that restaurant to eat. He gotta be something. How do you know to go to the restaurant? You saw the sign.
It was on social media.
He went over there, took the dude's hat off his head, and then he started giggling like him walking in there was gonna make the guy nervous or something like that. But I'm saying to myself, you got a draft coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Why you worry about what the fan?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You done screwed up the Rock Hill thing with the practice facility. You're trying to get a new stadium, but you want us to pay half of the money when you worth $20 billion now. Why should we help you worth $20 billion?
I don't know, man. You already got a stadium.
No, he want a new stadium.
Yeah,
He trying to make the Panthers. He trying to make the city
Where
Charlotte.
trying to get the stadium at?
Yeah, I don't
Where you
know.
put it at?
I don't know. We ain't even got no parking lot,
That part.
so I don't know where they gonna put it
So
at.
what, you can move it from downtown to...
No, you gonna keep it downtown. And that's another thing I want to
Where
say.
you put it at, though?
I don't know. It's another thing I want to say. Since you said that, have you seen the model that Chicago Bears? I don't know if they passed the law
Tell me
yet.
about it, but I ain't seen it.
$4 billion, glass all around, and it's right there on the water, roof on top. So they were showing how the field is. They can roll the field out, soccer field ready.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the field out, basketball for the Final Four stuff. Mm-hmm. Roll the field out, football. Roll the field out for whatever you need. Is ready.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, I'm like, that's a stadium. That's a stadium that you can go out in the concourse and you can look everywhere. You can see everywhere down in Chicago. You got to pull it up. When I say you got to pull up YouTube, if that stadium does get built and they pass the bill, gonna be the best stadium in football by far. By far. And I'm happy for them because I guess now they're seeing they got Caleb, they got DJ, they got Odunze, they got Keenan Allen,
Mm-hmm.
they got weapons.
But it's going to take a while for that stadium to get built anyway.
Well, just hope for their sake.
If they still be
If
around.
they build it and it take a couple years, just
They're
say,
still around, yeah.
because I'm going to just tell you like this. I know Caleb Williams went number 1. You know how much pressure this brother got going down there now? You got rid of Fields. Fields, they have none of this kind of weapon. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
You got rid of Fields. You brought in Caleb Williams, supposed to be this great quarterback of the next future. If he go down there and bomb,
GM gone. Just know that for a fact.
all of them gone.
Yeah, they gone.
But
They're
listen,
out of here, man.
but I'm just saying, and I feel sorry for Fields because Pittsburgh didn't pick up his 50 option.
That was already in plans anyway.
But so now, I mean, what you gonna do with this kid? How you gonna get on the field if Russell Wilson playing?
That part. They kind of like...
How can you show what your ability is with this team if you ain't on the field?
They kind of...
He in trouble.
Yeah, they throw him to the wolves.
He in trouble. He's really in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, the draft overall,
Pretty
we
good.
can talk about it. It was good. Glad all the kids that made it. The last guy that got drafted, Mr. Relevant this year, was out of Alabama. He went 257. He went to the Jets, I want to say. So I know last year was Brock Purdy a couple years ago. Let me see. I want to say his name right quick, so I want to give him a shout out.
Alabama have Mr. Relevant?
Jalen Key, safety, went to the Jets, 257. Jalen Key. In Alabama at that. And he got drafted 257. But this draft, they said, was loaded with receivers, offensive linemen,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cornerbacks, so receivers, but they already got a mock draft for next year. And guess who they got picked number 1?
Who?
Carolina Panthers. And guess what they got to take?
Who they taking, man?
Travis Hunter.
We'll see.
And trust me, if we can get a kid like that here, now he ain't gonna play. I don't think they'll have him playing both ways in the pros.
Why you saying Carolina Panthers gonna be the number one pick? They can lose that many games?
Mock draft. Mock draft is just like having an opinion. It's an opinion. They already saying next year the Panthers are gonna take Travis Hunter number 1. Shedeur Sanders got going number 4. They already got him predicted to go to number 4 next year.
To who?
Oh, I can tell you real quick. Trust me, I was been on this man looking, and I was like, say to myself, how can you predict this stuff already? Let me just show you what they said.
You got him going. Shedeur Sanders going number 4. Travis Hunter going number 1 to Carolina Panthers.
Okay, here they go. Mock draft 2025. Travis Hunter going to the Panthers. Tennessee Titans taking Carson Beck from Georgia. Commanders taking some edge guy named James Pierce. The Giants taking Shedeur Sanders, number 4. And the Patriots taking some guy named Luther Bird and the receiver out of Missouri. Broncos taking Banks from Texas. Will Johnson from Michigan going 7 to the Saints. Harold Perkins going 8 from LSU to Minnesota. Will Campbell from LSU going to Arizona at 9. And then 10, finally, JT Tumalaye as the edge rusher going to the Raiders. They already got everything mocked, so they got the Panthers losing that many games next year.
Dang.
So that's already, they already got the mock draft. But like I say, anything just like Houston, you can change your team in 1 year.
Yep, you sure can. You don't have to
And my thing is, I'm just hopeful that we got the right general manager here now, Dan Wolf. We got the right head coach, just Canellis. And I pray that, just like that owner in the restaurant said itself, keep yourself out of it.
Yep.
Let the general manager and let the coach do what they got to do.
Do what they got to do.
I think if Temple learns that eventually, I think everything in the Panthers can turn.
I don't know if you can learn that here or the old man. He's kind of set in his ways, so it's hard. It's hard to get.
You see, Jerry Jones won that over 30, almost 30
Yeah,
years.
he's set in his ways too.
And they ain't won nothing either.
Yeah.
So YouTube, comment and let us know who y'all think won the draft, who lost the draft, if you can even say that, or who you thought had. Not even that. Who you think had the best draft, or who was a guy you thought went to a team that really can help that team out. Just like, subscribe, and comment. Share with us. Let us know in the comment button. And let us know, man. Like I say, thank you to all the subscribers out there. Thank y'all so much. Keep rocking with us. 2024, we're not going to stop. Holler at you later, man. Peace out.
Peace out, man.